They met at a friend's wedding, a chance encounter that blossomed into a whirlwind romance. Their connection was instant, and their chemistry undeniable.
He was tall and handsome, with a charming smile that could light up a room. His presence was magnetic, drawing people in effortlessly.
She was beautiful and elegant, her laughter like music to his ears. Her grace and poise were admired by everyone around her.
Their love story was one for the ages, or so it seemed. They appeared to be the perfect match, destined for a fairy tale ending. To the outside world, they were the epitome of a perfect couple. Their relationship was the envy of everyone who knew them.
Their social media feeds were filled with pictures of exotic vacations, candlelit dinners, and heartfelt messages of love and adoration. Every post seemed to tell a story of unending joy and passion.
They were always impeccably dressed, always smiling, always radiating an aura of effortless happiness. Their lives seemed like a dream come true.
Friends and family marveled at their seemingly idyllic relationship. They were the couple everyone looked up to. They were the couple everyone aspired to be, the gold standard of love and commitment. Their bond seemed unbreakable, their love story timeless.
Little did they know, behind the carefully curated facade, a different story was unfolding. Beneath the surface, cracks were beginning to show, revealing a reality far from perfect.
Behind the closed doors of their luxurious home, where everything seemed perfect from the outside, the reality was far from perfect. The pristine exterior masked a growing turmoil within.
The smiles they wore in public were often masks, carefully crafted to hide their true feelings, hiding a growing sense of unease and discontent. Their interactions became strained, and the warmth they once shared began to fade.
Their once effortless conversations were now punctuated by awkward silences and veiled barbs. The connection they once cherished seemed to be slipping away.
He struggled with the pressures of his demanding job, the weight of responsibilities bearing down on him. The long hours and constant travel took a toll on his physical and emotional well-being, leaving him drained and distant.
She, once a vibrant and independent woman, found herself increasingly isolated, her world shrinking to the confines of their home. Her days were consumed by the upkeep of their picture-perfect life, a life that felt more like a prison with each passing day.
The cracks in their relationship were subtle at first, small signs that were easy to ignore. They were easily dismissed as the inevitable challenges of life, mere bumps in the road.
But as time went on, these cracks widened, becoming more pronounced and harder to ignore, threatening to shatter the illusion of their perfect life, revealing the fragile reality beneath. Communication, once their greatest strength, became their biggest challenge.
He retreated into himself, seeking solace in work and avoiding difficult conversations.
She, afraid to rock the boat, bottled up her frustrations, her silence speaking volumes.
Resentment, like a weed, took root in the fertile ground of their unspoken grievances.
He felt unappreciated, his efforts to provide a comfortable life taken for granted.
She felt unseen and unheard, her own needs and desires pushed aside in favor of maintaining their public image.
The weight of their unspoken words, heavy with disappointment and unmet expectations, hung over their relationship like a dark cloud, casting a shadow over their once bright and shining love. Section 4. Maintaining the facade, the price of perfection.
Despite the growing turmoil in our private lives, we continued to meticulously maintain our public image. Every outing, every social engagement was a performance, a carefully orchestrated act to convince the world that we were the perfect couple.
We attended social events with practiced smiles, posting carefully curated glimpses into our seemingly charmed lives on social media. Each post was a piece of the puzzle, designed to paint a picture of happiness and success.
We played our roles to perfection, convincing the world and perhaps even ourselves that everything was as it should be. The smiles, the laughter, the perfect poses, they were all part of the act.
But the effort it took to maintain this facade was exhausting, draining the last reserves of their emotional energy. The constant need to appear perfect took a toll on their well-being. The charade of perfection came at a price, a heavy price paid in the currency of authenticity, intimacy, and genuine connection. The more they tried to appear perfect, the more disconnected they became.
We were trapped in a gilded cage of our own making, prisoners of our own carefully constructed image. The luxury and beauty around us felt like a prison, a constant reminder of the facade we had to maintain.
Section 5. The unvarnished truth, embracing imperfection in relationships. The truth is, there are no perfect couples. Every relationship, no matter how seemingly idyllic, has its challenges, its moments of doubt, anger, and frustration. The key is not to strive for an impossible standard of perfection, but rather to embrace the imperfections, the messy, complicated reality of love. True intimacy lies not in presenting a flawless facade to the world, but in having the courage to be vulnerable with each other, to communicate openly and honestly, even when it's difficult. It's about supporting each other through life's inevitable ups and downs, knowing that you're not alone in the struggle. Section 6. Roses have thorns, a universal truth. The seemingly perfect couple is a myth, a dangerous illusion that sets unrealistic expectations and prevents us from appreciating the beauty of real, imperfect love. Just as a rose's beauty is enhanced by its thorns, so too are our relationships made stronger and more meaningful by the challenges we face and overcome together. Let us remember to look beyond the surface, to offer empathy and understanding instead of judgment. Let us create a space where vulnerability is not feared but celebrated, where imperfections are not flaws, but opportunities for growth and deeper connection. For it is in the embrace of our shared humanity that we discover the true meaning of love.